Good.
Yeah.
That's very good.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I wasn't able to do last class. I wasn't feeling too well, so thanks for your patience, and we'll just continue today. It looks
Okay.
like it's going to be a small class. I see Aurora, Carolina, and Myrna. Did you all have any questions from any of your previous classes? Anything else? Myrna, Aurora, Carolina, any questions?
I am here, and and my cam doesn't work, so that's the way I
Oh,
can
that's fine. That's
on
fine.
my cam. The last Friday, um, no, not the last Friday. I don't know what's Friday. Well, I,
The one before what?
I didn't come in one class. It was not the last Friday. It was
Oh,
before
okay.
the last Friday. So,
Okay.
um,
All right. That's fine.
by the way, I don't have anything to ask.
Okay, that's fine. So, in the previous class, the one after Easter, I think Miss Anna taught some travel words and phrases. So, I'm just going to continue and build off of that, so we can get some more practice on what she taught. Okay. So, before that, it's just a simple quiz. That's not going to be a test for you, but let's go over this video on some words relating to travel. Okay. Okay. Let me share my screen. Okay. And just let me know once
Yes.
you can hear the video. Okay.
No, no,
No.
I can't.
Done. From here.
Okay. Let me try something else. Okay. I think this should work. Let's try it again.
In this video, you will try to complete each of the following 16 phrasal verbs about travel. Choose the
Yes, we can hear.
You can hear? Okay.
correct words. After the quiz, check out the answer key in the description below the video. It will explain all the meanings of any phrasal verbs you don't know.
So as you see the question, please note down what you think is the answer on your paper and we'll discuss it later. Okay. You get 5 seconds for each answer. So it is going to be either this, for, or on, or at. So look at the question, when will we arrive? Blank. Try to fill in the blank with this answer. Just note it down and we'll talk at the end. Okay.
For.
When will we arrive at our destination? What time can we check in at the hotel? We'll check out from the hotel, and then go to the airport. They'll leave on Friday, and come back a week later. I need to find out what time the train leaves. I want to get away for a while. Maybe travel to Hawaii. Let's get on the boat before it sails away.
Myrna, try to write down the answers if you can. Then we'll go through it later, okay?
Okay.
Is your passport ready? We have to go through immigration.
Mama, te quiero mucho.
We still have a few days to sightsee and look around. A taxi will pick us up at the hotel. I'm going to see my friends off at the airport tomorrow. They're traveling to Japan? When will they set off? We'll stop over in Paris for an hour, on our way to London. I think our plane will take off at 6:45 in the morning. I love to try out the
Need
local
some help?
food when I travel.
Okay, let me show you how to override. The rule is if they come with it in their hand, you give it to the person.
We need to wake up early to catch the train.
All right, so I know a couple of you joined in later, Sylvia, Rosario. Hey, what we were doing is we were just doing a practice test based on travel words that Miss Anna went over a couple of weeks ago. Okay, so let's spend some more time and understand which ones you got correct and which ones you got wrong. Okay, I'm gonna go back here and okay, can you all see my screen? Okay, all right. So the first one, there's a phrase. So a phrase is more than one word. Okay, so this like arrive is a word, but some words always go together. Okay, so arrive at, check in, together they mean something a little different, and that's called a phrase. So the name of this test was phrasal verbs. Do you remember what a verb means? VERB?
Action.
Okay. A verb,
Can you repeat the question?
what does the verb mean? Okay. So the title of this test was phrasal. Never mind, I'm having some trouble. Okay, there. Phrasal verbs. Do you remember verbs? We had studied it a few weeks ago in a class. What does verbs mean? So, verb is a word that is an action. So, we learned adjectives, nouns, proper nouns, common nouns, and verb. Verb is a word that describes an action. For example, walk, run, jump, see, read. They are all words that describe an action. So they are called verbs, okay? And phrasal just means verbs that come in a phrase. It's more than one word at a time. So arrive at means to get to a place. Okay, so you arrive at the airport. So arrive is a word, but arrive at means something a little different in a sentence. Okay, to get to a place. Check in. Check in is to go into a hotel. So you go to the front desk, you get a room, you get a keys. That is called a check in process. Now, when you leave the hotel, it's called check out. Okay, so you see what I'm saying? Check in, they are two different words, but together they mean something, some specific thing. So check in and check out. Now, when you see the words come back means return to an original starting place. Okay, so um, if you are at home and you go to the store to get some groceries, I can say, Myrna, come back. It automatically means wherever you started from, come back. Okay? Return to wherever you started from. Okay? Now, find out or to find something out. It means to learn new information, to actively learn new information. So I'll give you an example. Is I went to the store and found out that it is closed, which means when I reached the store, I saw that it is shut. The doors are closed, and at that time, I learned that the store is closed. I did not know it before, but when I went to the store, I found out that it is closed. Okay, get that? Any questions so far? Okay. All right. So get away. To get away is to in travel context, it means to travel on vacation. Okay, so you can say I would love to get away this weekend and relax. It means to go on vacation. Maybe you go to the beach, maybe you so you don't do work, it is a vacation time. Okay. To get on is usually used to mean to climb onto. So get onto the train or get onto the bus, which means go inside the bus or go inside the train. Could be a boat as well. And go through. Go through means to go, literally it means to go inside and come out the other side. You use it typically to say to go through immigration or to go through a border or to go through, which means there must be a line. You go through a process where they check something. So you use it typically to go through immigration or to go through, I don't know, to go through security, airport security. So go through, which means you start somewhere, you do some work, and then you finish and get out on the other side. Okay, any questions so far? Okay. All right. So let's keep going. There were a total of 16 questions. So I need you to all ask me if you have questions right now, because at the end of this, we are going to do the test again. Okay. And when we do the test again, I need you all to write down what you think are the answers and let me know what score you got at the end. Okay. Okay. So to look around. To look around means of course to see, but also it means to look for something in more detail. So the word they use is to inspect a place carefully. But we you can see a sentence later on. It's like, i um I dropped my keys and I'm looking around the room for them. So look around means to keep looking carefully for something. Or you can also say, look around. Look around. The garden has so many beautiful flowers. So it literally means to look in many different places. Okay, so now pick up. To pick up someone means to meet someone, and you can maybe pick up a friend from the airport, which means you take your car, you pick them up, and you drive them back home. So to transport them from some place to the other. And this is in the travel context. Okay. Similarly, number 11, to see off someone. So if Marlene is going to go to, I don't know, let's say you are going to go to Florida. Okay, so we will all go see her off, which means we will go drop her at the airport or station, say goodbye, and then she will leave on her travel. So that means to see someone off, to say goodbye to them. So you go with them, drop them off at the bus station or train station or airport. You say goodbye, and they will go on their way. Okay, any questions so far? All right, continuing now to number 12, to set off. So this is different from see off. Set off is to begin a journey. Okay, so I'm setting off for my trip to Canada tomorrow, which means I am going to begin my journey tomorrow. I am going to start my travel tomorrow. And set off can be anytime. Okay. Stop over. Stop over can be used even if you're going by car, by plane. It only means to stop on the way, get some rest, or visit a place, and then continue your journey. Okay, so if from Atlanta I am going to drive to New York, in between, if I stop over in Charlotte, I can take a look and visit Charlotte. So any place in between, I may stop over to fill gas, I may stop over for dinner, I may stop over to meet a friend. So you stop for a short amount of time, a short while, and then continue on your travel. Take off is typically used for an airplane. It just means to begin to fly. Okay. All right. All sounds good. Okay. We have two more left to go. To try out something is to try something new or to experiment. So it means I'm trying out this restaurant, which means there's a new restaurant. You have never been there before. You are trying that out. You're testing it. You can try out new food. You can try out new clothes. Is just to try something and see how you like it. And of course, you may be more familiar with this. To wake up is to stop sleeping. So maybe you're sleeping and you just woke up and then you become alert. Okay. Any questions so far? Okay, so now what we're going to do is I'm going to play the test again. And this time we'll go question by question. And I am going to ask each of you randomly and let me know what you think is the right answer based on what we just learned. All right. So let's open that up again.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, we're boarding passengers seated in zones E and F at this time.
In this video, you will try to complete each of the following 16 phrasal verbs about travel. Choose the correct words. After the quiz, check out the answer key in the description below the video. It will explain all the meanings of any phrasal verbs you don't know.
So when will we arrive blank our destination? So I'm going to start with Sylvia. What do you think is the answer here? At
Our destination. When will we arrive at our destination?
yes, okay, that's correct, Sylvia. Let's go to the next one.
When will we arrive at our destination?
Okay, up on the list is Rosario. What time can we check dash at the hotel?
In
Yes. So in is the right answer. So check in is a phrase and check out is the phrase. Can anyone tell me why the answer is not check out?
because checkout is when we are going leaving the hotel, and check-in is when we are arriving at the hotel.
Yes, but so a clue in the sentence is the word at. Check in goes with the word at. Check out would go with the word off. When can we check out of the hotel? Okay, you get that? So check in as Rosario said, is when you go in the hotel, and when you're leaving the hotel, it's check out but off the hotel. In this sentence, it is not actually clear if they are, if, for example, Rosario, if both of us are at the hotel, let's say we have already been there for 1 week, I can say, Rosario, what time are we going to check out of the hotel? That can also be a possibility because I'm asking, what time do you want to leave the hotel? So remember, check in at the hotel, check out of the hotel. All right, so let's go to the next one.
What time can we check in at the hotel?
Okay, so I gave you an example, check out of the hotel. Another option is from the hotel, check out from the hotel. And I gave you the answer, but yeah, like we talked about, this is check out, and the previous one was check in. So in this sentence, when you read it, it gives you a clue. They're saying from the hotel, you will then go to the airport. So it means you're leaving the hotel. Okay, so if you're stuck, if you don't know, is it check out or check in, try to read the rest of the words and get a clue. Okay, let's go to the next one.
We'll check out from the hotel, and then go to the airport.
Okay, Myrna, what do you think is the answer? They leave on Friday and come blank a week later.
Come back.
That's correct. Come
Come
back.
back.
Yes.
They'll leave on Friday and come back a week later.
Okay, after Myrna, it is Marlene. Marlene, can you tell us? I need to find blank what time the train leaves.
Up.
No, try again. It is not up. Try again. Okay, so the answer is, I'll give you the answer, is to find out. To find out something is to get information. Okay, so I need to find out what time the train leaves. Okay, another way is to get information. So you can say, I need to find out if the grocery store is open today, or I need to find out if there is a school nearby, or I need to find out if we have sugar in the kitchen. So it is to get information, okay, to find out. Are you able to understand that, Marlene? Are you good? Do you have any question? No? Okay, all right, thank you. All right, so these are little, they can be confusing, so don't worry about it. As we learn, we'll keep getting better, okay? All right, Carolina, you're next. Let's play the next one.
I need to find out what time the train leaves.
Okay, Carolina, what is the answer? I want to get blank
Away.
away. Get away means to go on vacation. Okay, maybe travel to Hawaii. Um, this all of this is in the travel context. Okay, get away can mean different things in different sentences. So you can say, I need to get away from all the noise in here. That means to move away from. But when we are talking about travel, get away means to go on a vacation. Okay. Okay, next one.
I want to get away for a while. Maybe travel to Hawaii.
Okay, next is Aurora. Aurora, what is your answer?
On.
What was that?
On.
On,
Let's
yes, that's
get.
correct. Let's get on the boat, which means to go inside before it sails away. And I'll do just one more.
Let's get on the boat before it sails away.
Okay, so let's go back to start with Sylvia. Sylvia, what do you think is the answer to this one?
I'm not sure, but I think it's down or true. Is that two thing?
Okay. Through is the correct answer.
Okay.
Through means to go in one side and come out the other. Okay. Let's see if I can show you an example. Okay. So do you see this in my hand? It's some tape and it's got a hole. Okay. So to go through something is to go in one way and come out the other. So you can say, I will pass this pen through my tape, through the center. Through is to come in on one side and go out the other. Okay. So immigration or any process is typically you say you go through immigration or I will go through airport security. Okay. So that's the word. All right. Well, so I have anyway put this link in the notes. I will ask that as homework, you go back through these words and practice them. And if you like, you can take the test again. Okay. Now let's see what else we have. Yep. So I have all these words explained in the class notes, slides 3 and 4. You can take a look later and practice them. Okay. There's a link as well. Okay. So next thing, I need you all to practice listening to words and conversations. A lot of the classes that we have done before is looking at words on a slide and trying to understand what those words are. But when we talk in a conversation, it's not written down, right? So we need to practice listening to someone talk and understand what they are saying and be able to respond to that. So I have a few examples here. You'll see the word IELTS. IELTS is just an international English language testing organization. So you will see
What
a
you say
lot of
now?
videos and examples that they have.
Huh?
And I'm going to share the
Oh,
first
okay.
one, okay? Okay, so what we'll do is this is about a 10-minute video. I just need you to listen and try to understand what they're saying. And in the end, we can talk about any questions you have. All right, so I'm going to start it now.
Lesson 10. In this episode, you're going to hear dialogue containing the vocabulary words that your teacher Elliot defined in Vocabulary Lesson 5. These are 4 words all related to travel: accommodation, transport, attractions, and high rise. If you haven't listened to episode 5 yet, you might want to listen to that first so that you know the definitions of these words. I'll put a link in the show notes. Also, check out the show notes to get your free download, the IELTS vocabulary list, which contains these words and others that you'll find on the test. Plus, visit us at ielts.magoosh.com for more great resources to improve your IELTS.
Okay, we'll start in a few. I was going to say, Sylvia, are you feeling sleepy? Yeah, maybe stand up and jump a few times because we need to be alert, okay? Don't sleep off in this class. So stand up, jump a few times, and then come back. Okay,
Okay, I'll be back in 1 minute.
okay, good.
Sorry.
Okay, I'm going to give Sylvia 1 minute. Till then, do you have any questions? Okay, so we are going to continue on the theme of travel. A few classes ago, Miss Anna had started teaching you about travel words and phrases. So that's a good thing to keep practicing on. And we'll talk about a few words, okay? So here there's not going to be any video or slides. It's more listening. So that's why I need you to pay attention to the words, how they pronounce the words, and sometimes the accent can be different. So, for example, I don't have an American accent, but they might have a different accent. So, accents also are important to listen and understand what those words mean. Okay. All right. So I think Sylvia will be back. But okay, I am just going to get started here.
IELTS stands for. Okay, let's get started. Listen to this dialogue between Miriam and Torres as they talk about their past travels. See if you can pick out the 4 IELTS vocabulary words as you listen.
Hello, I don't think we've met. I'm Miriam, the new subletter. I'll be staying in Corolla's room this month while she's away.
Hi Miriam, I'm Torres. My room is the one down the hall, right before the stairs.
Nice to meet you, Torres. So, how did you end up living here?
I am also from Argentina, like Carola. We both grew up in the same high-rise in Buenos Aires, but she moved here many years ago with her family, and I arrived just 6 months ago.
Did you come here to work or just to visit the attractions?
I came to study English. I'm on a student visa, but I was a carpenter back in Argentina, so I also work doing construction as often as I can.
Ah, I see.
And yourself? How long have you been here in Manchester?
I just arrived in the UK a few weeks ago. I was staying in a hostel here in the city, but I wanted to find some accommodations with a little more privacy. I saw Corolla's advertisement and now I'm here. but I think I will leave England after Corolla comes back.
I see. And what brought you to England?
I'm just travelling. I'm from Australia originally, but I've been on the road for about 9 months now. I've travelled all over the world. After England, I plan to go to Borneo, but I need to save up a little money first. The exchange rate is good in Asia for someone like me who has Australian dollars, but flights are still very expensive. So here in England, I'm hoping to find some work. But I would also like to have some fun and see the attractions, of course.
What kind of job are you looking for?
In Australia, I was a social worker, but I'm here on a working holiday visa, which means I can only do casual work. During my travels, I have been mostly working on farms, but I don't think it's very likely that I'll be able to find that sort of work here in the city. So maybe I will bartend or nanny or work as a receptionist or cleaner in one of the high-rises around here.
Carola is a cook at a restaurant nearby. Maybe we could call her and see if they are hiring anyone currently.
That would be great. I have some experience as a line cook as well. Where is the restaurant?
It is about 10 minutes away from here by car.
Okay, cool. How is the public transport in Manchester? I haven't taken the bus or anything yet. Is there a subway system here?
Manchester doesn't have a subway system, but there are a couple other ways to get around. We have a light rail called the Metrolink, which runs very frequently. The trams come around about every 5 or 10 minutes, so that is a good way to get around if you are near a station. And then there are the buses, which are run by the branch of the local government that is responsible for transport. Most of the buses just go around the city, but there are also night buses that you can catch down to London or up to the border, that sort of thing.
Do you know about how much a bus pass costs?
I believe it is £50 a month.
Okay, so about $60. That's still not so bad. I was considering getting a bicycle, but I think public transport is a better choice right now since it's winter and riding the bike could get quite cold.
Yes.
Okay, I stopped it halfway. That was not easy, right? That was hard. Yep, they talk pretty fast. There are two different accents and a lot of words. So this is really important to keep practicing. Today is just the beginning, but you will get better because a lot of times we may know the words and phrases, but when talking to someone at the store or at the airport, we can easily get lost, right? If we don't keep up with what they are saying. So that's why we need to practice listening to conversation and having those conversations. Okay, so tell me, how many people are talking in this dialogue?
3 people.
3. Morna says 3. Rosario? 2.
2 people.
Okay, so yes, there are 2 people. There is a girl named Miriam and there is a boy named Taurus. Okay, so there are 2 people talking in this. Where is Miriam from?
She's from Australia.
She is from Australia. Yes, in the beginning, Miriam says she is from Australia. And did anyone catch where Taurus is?
Argentina.
Argentina.
From Argentina.
Yep, that is correct. Okay. So they are both in the UK in a city called Manchester. Okay. So typically what I try to do just to practice, okay, to practice when you listen to this audio at home, I need you to take a book and a pen. And as you listen, just try to write some words as you go. Don't need to write everything. Okay. For example, when I'm listening, I write Miriam and I write Taurus. Okay. And I write Australia and Argentina. You don't have to write the full sentence. Just write a few words that help you remember what is going on. Okay. So that way it will encourage you to pay attention and try to remember what is happening. So okay, let's see what else. Why is Miriam there in Manchester? Did anyone understand that? Why did Miriam leave Australia?
No, la niña me...
Okay, so Miriam left Australia because she says she has been on the road. On the road, the words on the road mean she has been continuously traveling. She has not gone home. So Miriam is traveling a lot of places, a lot of countries. She left Australia and she has now reached England.
Anisha, Miss Anisha, I have a situation here in home with my daughter. She came from school with a problem.
Okay,
So
no worries, Carrie. That happened.
I come back in a while. I just have to talk with her.
Okay.
But I come back
All right.
in a few minutes. Thank you.
Sure. Okay, all right. Okay, so yeah, Miriam left Australia and she's traveling, she's on vacation, and she's been on the road, which means she is continuously traveling and for 9 months, she says. Okay, did anyone catch why she's talking to Taurus?
Torres or carpenter.
Yes, Taurus is a carpenter, but why is she talking to him? So she is looking for a place to live, and the word is accommodation. I'm going to type it in the chat window. Accommodation. Accommodation means a place to live or stay. It means a place to stay or live, like a hotel, an apartment, or some place where she can live or stay while she is traveling.
Okay.
Accommodation, okay? So she sees an ad for accommodation and she goes to that place and says, I'm looking for accommodation because I saw an ad from a girl called um, Carol, I think, or I don't remember the girl's name. Okay, and
Karen.
Karen, yes, okay. And Taurus is the other person staying there. So Taurus tells her that he came from Argentina to study English.
Oh, okay.
So Taurus is a student. He left Argentina to study in the UK. He's studying there, and so he's also staying there. In Argentina, he was a carpenter. So he was a carpenter in Argentina. Now he's a student, but as a side job, I think he does some carpentry work to earn some money. Okay. And so now Miriam asks him that she's also looking for a job because she's traveling, she needs money. So when she can, tries to do bartending. So she either works in a bar serving drinks or she is a nanny. A nanny is someone who takes care of children, someone else's children. And or she could maybe try cooking in a restaurant just to earn some money. So maybe she will earn some money for a few weeks and then go continue traveling to her next destination. Okay. All right. So I'm going to play the first half again. Now that we talked about what is happening, try to listen. And as your homework, you will listen to the full audio at home and try to understand that. Next class, you can ask me questions. All right.
Okay.
So I'm going to go back and in the second round, try listening again to the words that we talked about. So look for the words Australia, Manchester, Argentina, accommodation, um, carpenter, English, and any of these words, okay? Let's see.
Your teacher Elliot to find in vocabulary lesson 5. These are 4 words all related and high rise. If you haven't listened to episodes, check out the show notes to get your free download. The IELTS vocabulary list, which contains these words and others that you'll find on the test. Plus, visit us at IELTS.magoosh.com for more great resources to improve your IELTS band score. Okay, let's get started. Listen to this dialogue between Miriam and Torres as they talk about their past travels. See if you can pick out the 4 IELTS vocabulary words as you listen.
Hello, I don't think we've met. I'm Miriam, the new subletter. I'll be staying in Corolla's room this month while she's away.
Hi Miriam, I'm Torres. My room is the one down the hall, right before the stairs.
Nice to meet you, Torres. So, how did you end up living here?
I am also from Argentina, like Carola. We both grew up in the same high-rise in Buenos Aires, but she moved here many years ago with her family, and I arrived just 6 months ago.
Did you come here to work or just to visit the attractions?
I came to study English. I'm on a student visa, but I was a carpenter back in Argentina, so I also work doing construction as often as I can.
Ah, I see.
And yourself? How long have you been here in Manchester?
I just arrived in the UK a few weeks ago. I was staying in a hostel here in the city, but I wanted to find some accommodations with a little more privacy. I saw Corolla's advertisement and now I'm here. But I think I will leave England after Corolla comes back.
I see. And what brought you to England?
I'm just travelling. I'm from Australia originally, but I've been on the road for about 9 months now. I've travelled all over the world. After England, I plan to go to Borneo, but I need to save up a little money first. The exchange rate is good in Asia for someone like me who has Australian dollars, but flights are still very expensive. So here in England, I'm hoping to find some work. But I would also like to have some fun and see the attractions, of course.
What kind of job are you looking for?
In Australia, I was a social worker, but I'm here on a working holiday visa, which means I can only do casual work. During my travels, I have been mostly working on farms, but I don't think it's very likely that I'll be able to find that sort of work here in the city. So maybe I will bartend or nanny or work as a receptionist or cleaner in one of the high-rises around here.
Carola is a cook at a restaurant nearby. Maybe we could call her and see if they are hiring anyone currently.
That would be great. I have some experience as a line cook as well. Where is the restaurant?
It is about 10 minutes away from here by car.
Okay, cool. How is the public transport in Manchester? I haven't taken the bus or anything yet. Is there a subway system here?
Manchester doesn't have a subway system, but there are a couple other ways to get around. We have a light rail called the Metrolink, which runs very frequently. The trams come around about every 5 or 10 minutes, so that is a good way to get around if you're near a station.
All right, in the last part, they're talking about public transport. Public transport means buses, cars, just a way to get around. Not a private car, it's just a public way of getting around. So typically buses and trains, that sort of thing. All right, so like I said, you can, as your homework, listen to the rest of this audio and you can listen to it multiple times. Write down as many words as you can. And if you have questions, we'll talk about that in the next session with me. All right. Okay. Do you have any questions so far? No? Okay.
No.
All right. I am going to go share my screen. Okay. I have put another link that you can also listen to later on. Or if we have time today, we'll come back to that. Okay, so we're going to practice a few more words and phrases today. So let's see. Okay, in this picture, you can see a restaurant and a bank. Okay,
I can see the screen
you
with
cannot.
the restaurant and the picture.
Oh, sorry, I forgot to share.
Don't worry.
Can you see it now? Okay, great. All right. So there is a restaurant and there's a bank. Okay. So if somebody asks you, where is the restaurant? Like we said before, where is can be combined to where's the restaurant. Just a way of saying where's the restaurant. So you can say that it is next to the bank. This is the position. Next to means side by side. So that's the word next to. The restaurant is next to the bank, and the bank is next to the restaurant. Okay? All right, let's go down here. There's a library, there is a school, and here on the right side, there is a park. So if I ask you, where's the school? You can say it is between the library and the park. Between means on one side there is the library and on the other side there is the park. Okay, so the school is between the library and the park. But remember, you can also say the school is next to the library. That's also true. But next to can be either this side or on the other side, any side. So to be more clear, to give somebody a more clear direction, you can say the school is between the library and the park. Okay, does that make sense? All right, so now you see on one side of the street, there is a supermarket. And on the other side of the street, there is a movie theater. Okay, supermarket and movie theater. So if somebody asks you, where's the supermarket? It is across from the movie theater. Across from means on the other side of facing. Okay, across from. It doesn't mean on the back. It means on the front, across from. Another way to say it is you can say opposite. So the supermarket is opposite the movie theater. I'm going to put the word here so that you remember. You can also say it's opposite the movie theater. Okay. Now see the street here. There's a street coming this way and then it goes this way. There's a hospital. There's a corner here. Okay, there's a corner. Now there's a hospital here, there's a corner, and then there's a post office on this side. So where's the post office? It is around the corner from the hospital. This means around the corner. Okay, makes sense? All right, let's practice some more. Okay, look at this. There's a bank and a school. Okay. So
55
Rosario,
and 5 movies. And 5 movies
where's
and
the
10
bank?
audios.
The bank is next to the school.
Correct. Yes, the bank is next to the school. Good one. Okay. There's a bank, a library, and a restaurant. So I'm going to ask Myrna, where's the restaurant? You can look at these slides here. Look at this example. Okay, and tell me, where's the restaurant?
Yes. Between the library, the bank,
Correct. It is between the library and
and
the
the
bank.
bank.
Okay, the restaurant is between the library and the bank.
The bank. Thank you.
All right. Next one is Marlene. So there's a hotel here, there's a street, and there's a library. Where is the hotel? You can look at this slide, brackets.
It's ah, it's across from the hotel. Hotel.
Hotel,
No.
yes.
Hotel is library.
So where is the hotel? The hotel is across from the library.
From the library.
If I ask you where is the library is across from the hotel.
Sí.
Okay, so
It's
nice.
across from the library. Is hotel across from the library?
Yes, the hotel is across from
the library.
Correct. Yes, very good.
I
Marlene.
I'm sorry, I have a question.
Oh, go ahead, Carolina.
What if I say the hotel is in front of the library? It's okay if I use in front.
So in front of is typically used for something on the same side of the street, exactly in front of.
Enfrente de la calle.
Okay, so so if there is, for example, if you are standing in front of the hotel, it means you are standing on the same side of the hotel. Just keep.
Okay.
So I'm standing in front of the hotel. But if you are on the other side of the road, other side of the street, then you should say across from. Otherwise, it can be confusing.
Okay, and understand.
Yeah. So you can say there is a tree in front of the hotel. I'm standing in front of the hotel, or my car is parked in front of the hotel. It means on this side, on the side of the hotel. Okay, good.
Okay.
All right. Next one is there is a fire station here and a clinic. And I think it's you back again, Carolina. Where's the clinic?
I think is the around the corner from the hospital.
Yes, that's correct.
But in this imagine, in this is
one.
Like if you say where is the free station, you can say it's where is the clinic is behind the free station, the fire station. Yeah.
So because it is a corner,
beside, I don't know.
It is around the corner from the fire station.
Okay.
There is a corner here. Okay. So whenever there is a corner, you can say around the corner from.
Around the corner from. Okay.
Because there is a street going this way and there is another street going this way. There's a corner formed. So it is around the corner from.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Now we have a few more to go. Aurora, you're next. There's a post office here and a park here. So where's the post office?
It's across from park.
Correct. It is across from the park. We are saying the park because we are talking about a specific park. We are not just saying any park. There could be 10 parks in the city. But we are talking about a particular park, so we are saying the post office is across from the park. It is this particular park.
Okay.
Okay. Let's practice a few more. Sylvia, where's the hospital?
The hospital is around the corner to the movie
Theater.
theater.
Theater, yes. So across from, don't forget the word, sorry, around the corner from, don't forget the word from. Around the corner from. Okay. Let's see. Okay, Rosario, back to you. Where is the gas station?
The gas station is next to bus station.
Next to the bus station.
Mhm.
Don't forget the. Very
The
good. Okay, Myrna, where is the bakery?
The bakery is between the video store and barber shop.
Correct. The bakery is in between the video store and the barber shop. Okay, very good. All right, you guys can keep practicing this. Now we have a conversation. So, okay, there's a boy here and there's a girl. There's a conversation between them. Okay. Myrna, you just answered, right?
Uh, is there a restaurant in your neighborhood?
Yeah. Okay. Is there a restaurant in your neighborhood? And Marlene, can you read this one, this right here, this cloud? Can you see my mouse? Maybe not.
No, no,
Mm,
there isn't.
Okay. Yes. Sorry. Can you see my mouse?
yes.
Okay. Yep. So is there a restaurant in your neighborhood? The girl is saying no. There isn't.
No.
There is no restaurant in your
Mm.
neighborhood. Okay. So then he asks, Carolina, can you read this one?
Is there a cafeteria in your neighborhood?
Okay. Yes. He says, okay, there is no restaurant, but is there a cafeteria? And Aurora, what does she answer?
Yes, there is.
Yes, there is. So now that he knows there's a cafeteria, he asks, where is it? Where is it? So she is telling him where the restaurant is. And she says it's on Central Avenue across from the
From the
bank.
back.
Means the bank is on one side of the street and on the other side of the street is the cafeteria and the street is called Central Avenue.
Okay.
Okay, makes sense. All right. So, as a homework, you when you walk around in your neighborhood, try to describe where the restaurant is or where the bank is or anything that you see. Try to tell somebody direction. So, if somebody comes to you and says, Sylvia, how do I get there? You should be able to tell them how to go, where the bank is or where the gas station is. Okay. And similarly, so keep practicing that your each of your neighborhoods could be different. So you can maybe when you're going on a walk, ask someone, even if you know the answer, ask someone, where is the grocery store? And listen to what they say. Okay. So maybe try that out. All right. Any questions here?
No.
No? Okay. Are you all fine? So we have about 15 minutes more to go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to this video that we have not seen and we can check it out. Okay, so here's a video. There are some instructions listed here. So there are 4 steps. Okay, look at the image. There will be an image shown later. Listen to the question, listen to the dialogue, and then answer the question. Okay, and we'll go through some of this together.
We'll have a chance to test them out with a quiz. First, you'll see an image and hear a question. Next comes a short dialogue. Listen carefully and see if you can answer correctly. We'll show you the answer at the end. Are you ready?
A man is looking for a birthday present for his wife at a jewelry shop. Which necklace is he going to buy? May I help you?
I'm looking for a birthday present for my wife. What do you recommend?
Well, what about this necklace?
It looks a little long.
What about these over here? We have one with a flower pendant and another one with a heart.
I'm looking for something a bit more sophisticated. How much is this pearl necklace over here?
It's $5,000.
That's too expensive. Okay, I'll take the first one.
Sure thing. Here you are. Which necklace is he going to buy?
Okay, so we just heard a conversation. The question is, which necklace is the man going to buy? So can anyone tell me which one based on the conversation that you just heard?
I think he said the first one.
Correct. And why do you think that?
The flower. It's like in a flower. I'm not sure. The flower with the pink. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know if that was the first one or the heart.
I don't see.
Okay, so if you remember, she asks him, "What about the first one?" Okay, and then he says it is too long. Okay, in the beginning he says it is too long. Then she tells him, "What about these two? Because they are a little short." Okay, she says, "We have a flower one and a heart one." And then he says, "I'm looking for something a bit more sophisticated."
Yes.
Now, what does the word sophisticated mean?
More elegant.
Yes, that's a good word.
Like the pearls.
Yes, that's the word sophisticated. Okay, write it down and practice saying it. Sophisticated. PH, the letters PH sound like F. Sophisticated.
Okay.
Like phone is F, is PHON, but you say it like phone, F, phone. So he tells her, "I'm looking for something a bit more sophisticated." Like Carolina said, he is looking for something more elegant, or what he means is maybe something that you will wear maybe to a party or a
For
wedding.
dress up.
Yes, yes, when you dress up. And this is more casual. Okay. So then the owner of the shop says this is $5,000.
It's more expensive.
Yes. So he says, okay, that is not in my budget. That is very expensive. He says he wants something more sophisticated, but this is expensive. So then he goes back to choosing the first one. He says, okay, I like the first one. I'll take this one. That is the conversation that just happened.
The first one is the blue.
Yes, the blue one. But that was not his first choice. If this was less expensive, he would have taken this. Okay, let's continue listening.
A man is looking for a birthday present for his wife at a jewelry shop. Which necklace is he going to buy? May I help you?
I'm looking for a birthday present for my wife. What do you recommend?
Well, what about this necklace?
It looks a little long.
What about these over here? We have one with a flower pendant and another one with a heart.
I'm looking for something a bit more sophisticated. How much is this pearl necklace over here?
It's $5,000.
That's too expensive. Okay, I'll take the first one.
Sure thing. Here you are. A man and a woman are talking about printers in the office. Where is the old printer?
Where should we put the new printer?
I think we should put it where the old printer is now.
But the old one still works. We're going to keep using it.
Okay, so we can't put the new one there.
It's too bad. It would be nice to have the new one in the bookshelf next to the door, but there's only room for one printer there.
Okay then, I think we should put it on the other side of the room.
Right. How about next to the window?
That sounds good. Where is the old printer?
Okay, this one is a little more difficult. You are looking at an office room, okay? Think you're looking at it from the top. This is the door, okay? These are some cabinets or cupboards, some shelves. These are the tables with chairs, okay? And this here is a window.
Okay.
This is how architects draw, okay? It's a little hard, okay? But remember, this is the door. This is some shelves here, and this is a window. Okay, so what is the conversation about? They are trying to. There's a new printer in the office, and the question is, where should we put the new printer? So they're talking about some options. The first one, the first suggestion is, let's put it where the old printer is. But they want to keep the old printer because it is still working. They don't want to throw it away. They want to keep the old printer. So they keep discussing about where to put the printer. All right, so I'm going to play and keep listening.
A man and a woman are talking about printers in the office. Where is the old printer?
Where should we put the new printer?
I think we should put it where the old printer is now.
But the old one still works. We're going to keep using it.
Okay, so we can't put the new one there.
It's too bad. It would be nice to have the new one in the bookshelf next to the door, but there's only room for one printer there.
Okay then, I think we...
Good grammar and spelling are important, but if you want to write essays that inspire,
we should put it on the other side of the room.
Right. How about next to the window?
That sounds good. A man is talking with his...
Did you understand the previous question? Do you have any questions on that?
No.
So they put in the next to the window, the old one, the old, and the new one in the office, in the, I don't know.
Yep, so there are 4 locations. This number 2 is where the old printer is. Okay, so he says it's too bad that we cannot put it next to the old printer because that table is only big enough for one.
Yes.
It's only big enough for one, and the old printer is there, so that's too bad. So that's why then they look at other options across the room. Remember when we said across from the street? So now they're looking across the room.
Is the number 4 or the number 1?
So those are 2 options. When they decide to put it near the window, that is option 1.
Okay.
But the question was, where is the old printer? They are not asking where do we put the new printer. The question that this test is asking is, where is the old printer? Let me go back here. Listen to the question. Where is the old printer?
Where should we
That's
put
the
the new
question that
printer?
they ask. Then
I
they
think we should put it.
then they have a conversation is a different question that they're trying to answer. Okay. So let's look at the third one.
Right. How about next to the window?
That sounds good. A man is talking with his wife on the phone. What's he going to buy?
Hey, heading home.
The question here is, what is the man going to buy? That's the question that we need to answer and listen to the conversation between the husband and the wife.
Home now.
Okay. Could you buy something on the way home?
Sure. What do you want me to get?
We need some milk and bread for tomorrow's breakfast.
Milk and bread. Got it. How many cartons of milk?
One should be fine.
Okay. Anything else?
1 second. Let me check if we have butter. Okay, we've got some.
All right. Do we have any beer left?
Yes, we still have a bottle here.
Okay. So, we don't need to buy any right now.
Right, I think we're good. Thank you. What's he going to buy?
Okay, can anyone answer what is he going to buy?
The milk and bread.
So, is it this top option or the bottom option here? Which one?
Mm.
At the corner.
Is it this?
Butter option.
Myrna, are you saying he's going to buy the one with the butter?
It's the butter. ¿Cómo es?
The bread and milk.
Bread and milk?
Okay.
Just the bread and milk.
Butter. Milk.
Myrna says he wants to buy the butter as well. Okay.
It's butter.
Anyone else has any other guesses? Sylvia, what do you think? Which one is it?
I think it's the milk, and I don't know what is the
bread.
The number one, not the.
This one on the top left.
Yeah, they don't have a butter because the girls say I have butter, so they don't need the butter.
Okay, and are you saying the one with the bread, milk, and the beer?
I think so. So the beer for the men.
Okay, so no, so the girl says we have beer at home. We have one bottle. So the man says, okay, we don't need beer. So Carolina's right. They only need the bread and the milk. Okay, listen.
I think Myrna says that too.
Oh, Myrna said that. Sorry.
Yes.
Is that the one you said, Myrna, without the butter?
No, it's
Okay, tell me, is it the first one, second one, third, or fourth?
The third.
Third one. Yes,
Third
it
one.
is the third one.
Oh, sorry.
All right, let's check that out.
A man is talking with his wife on the phone. What's he going to buy?
Hey, heading home now.
Okay. Could you buy something on the way home?
Sure. What do you want me to get?
We need some milk and bread for tomorrow's breakfast.
Milk and bread. Got it. How many cartons of milk?
One should be fine.
Okay. Anything else?
1 second. Let me check if we have butter. Okay, we've got some.
All right. Do we have any beer left?
Yes, we still have a bottle here.
Okay, so we don't need to buy any right now.
Right, I think we're good. Thank you. You're listening to the weather forecast.
All right, so we have just 2 minutes left. Any questions for today?
No.
No.
Okay, all right. Well, that was nice work, all of you. I see a lot of improvement. I will send you the slides, and so you keep practicing, okay? Remember the homework, watch the videos, finish up the videos, and then if you can, in your neighborhood, practice asking someone where the store is or where the gas station is and see what they say.
Okay,
Okay.
thank you.
I will see you all in 2 weeks. Until then, you guys have a good weekend and take care.
Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Anaisha. Have a good weekend.
Welcome. Bye.
Thank you. Have a good
Bye.
weekend, everyone. Bye.
Good afternoon.
Thank you.